Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 2024 Ford Escape Active. Up front is a 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 3, and down below is an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now I'm super excited to be driving this Ford Escape because not only have I not driven this facelift of the Escape, I've driven this generation, but they facelifted it for 2023 to give it better looks, but also the fate of the Escape has been up in the air for quite some time. Will Ford keep producing this, or will they cancel it in favor of an EV like they said they were going to for 2026? I don't know. We don't know, but today we're going to drive a 2024 Active. But if you would like to submit your own vehicle and have it reviewed here on the channel, you can head on over to my website, zackpradel.com/submit. It's a quick and easy submission form. It takes under a minute to fill out, and I come out to you. And if you would like to see all of my videos weeks or sometimes months in advance, you can head on over to my Patreon for only $5 a month. I also have to give a huge thank you to Green Family Hyundai here in Moline, Illinois. If you are in the Illinois or Iowa area, please go check them out with the inventory found in the description below. But let's get back to that 1.5 liter turbo under the hood. Well, it is an EcoBoost engine from the EcoBoost family, and it's a 3-cylinder. Kinda odd. However, you could get this also in the Bronco Sport, which we'll be talking about a little bit later on. And it's been offered in several other vehicles. It's fine. It does the job. I don't love it. I don't hate it either, so it's just kind of a middle-of-the-road blah engine. Like I said, paired to it is an 8-speed automatic, though. Very happy to see that it is not a CVT, which was used on other products in their past, or you could get a CVT in the Maverick and vehicles like that. This holds on to the 8-speed, and I like that a lot. And last but not least, the Active is all-wheel drive. So how does it feel to drive the Ford Escape Active? Feels fine. Here's the reality. This car was traded in at the Green Family Hyundai dealer out of a rental fleet. This was a rental car. That's how it accrued 25,000 miles in a single year. And so the reason I bring that up at this point in the video is because it's easy for everyone to drive. It's easy to get in and out of. It's easy to see out of. The throttle isn't glitchy or aggressive. It's just simple in every single way. When you think of an easy driving car, this should be up towards the top of your list. And I really like it in that way. The ride is a little bit harder than what you would find in maybe other vehicles, but again, this was A, a rental car, and B, it was something semi-average. So it's not anything impressive at the end of the day. With that stuff out of the way, let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have a digital gauge cluster. Now, I do have a bar for fuel and a bar for coolant temperature, but that's it. We get digital gauges otherwise, and I quite like it. I think they're easy to read, which has always been one of my biggest concerns. On the steering wheel, on the left, we have our cruise control, volume, and voice commands, and off to the right, we have our selectors and skip track, those selectors for that gauge cluster screen. Off to the left, we do have a climate control vent, and we have our headlight switches along with gauge dimmer switches. And moving on to the door, we have lock and unlock, power mirrors, and power windows. Moving into the center, we get our infotainment display. Now, I like this. It is on the smaller side, of course, especially compared to other Ford products, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of everything I need and nothing that I don't. Here is the backup camera in case you're curious, and it does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Down below, we do have some physical buttons for our volume, skip track, and other features like that. We get a hazard switch and 2 climate vents, and then we have our climate controls. We do get dual zone climate, very nice to see here in the Active, as well as we do have heated seats and a heated steering wheel. Again, lovely features to see. We have a USB-C as well as USB-A down below that with a 12-volt outlet. Shifter off to the left, power parking brake and brake hold down below that, auto start stop, and our drive modes for normal, Eco, Sport, and Slippery, of which this has some really cool animations that come up with it that is now shared with the 2025 Ford Explorer. Then off to the right, we do have cup holders, so we will do a big friggin' bottle test. And unfortunately, the Escape fails, but, you know, to be expected at this point. So Center console doesn't have anything in it, and then the seat, they are heated and power, which is very, very nice to see. And honestly, in my time spent with the Ford Escape, it's been comfortable enough, and I don't have any complaints. However, speaking of seats, we do have back seats, so let's go do a back seat review. A, it's incredibly windy, but B, this will make or break a CUV. Oh, and it makes it! It makes the CUV. I actually fit back here sitting behind my driving position. I have room between my knees and the seat in front of me. I have room between my head and the ceiling. That can't always be said about vehicles of this size and stature. So very, very nice to see. We do have pull-out cup holders in the center. We have climate vents back here. Again, not always a given on vehicles this size. 2 USB-C's chargers down below as well. That's seemingly it for the amenities, but kind of impressive back here. I fit. I'm a big boy, and I fit. I'm 5'11", for those of you wondering. But, you know, that's good. That's really, really good. I could easily ride back here for an extended amount of time and not throw a fit. I mean, I'll probably throw a fit for other reasons, but not because of the size of the car, and that's a good thing. Let's hop into the very back. We'll take a quick look at the trunk and cargo space, and then we'll talk about the looks. Right around the back of the Ford Escape, active. We do have a power tailgate, which is very, very nice to see. And once we are back here, this is the cargo space. We can pull this up. We do get some storage down there. We have a 12-volt outlet over here. Love to see that. And that's pretty much it besides that. But pretty good amount of space in the back of the Ford Escape. Very, very happy to see that. There you go. And button up here for the power tailgate right back down. Nice, clean, easy, and simple. Now we gotta talk about the looks, and I think the Escape actually looks really, really good. I think this facelift was very, very healthy, and honestly, it's an attractive little SUV. I think it looks better than the Chevy Trax, which I also think is pretty good looking. So for the price tag, it's actually not a bad vehicle, and I like it quite a bit. However, with all of that being said, let's get on to my final thoughts. What do I think driving the Ford Escape from 2024? Well, in all reality, I like this little thing quite a bit. I think it looks good. I think it drives well enough. Someone who's buying an Escape, if you're watching this video wanting to purchase a Ford Escape, I don't think driving feel and sportiness are necessarily at the top of your list. Now, if they are, there's another vehicle that would fit you a little bit better, and that's the Bronco Sport, which might be the end of this vehicle. It shares a platform with the Ford Escape, and when the Bronco Sport came out, everyone just said, oh, isn't that a Ford Escape? Ha, 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 ha. Yes, it is, but A, it's more capable, B, it's more stylish, C, it has a better name or well-recognized name. And I think the public perception of the Bronco Sport is just better than the Escape. It has name recognition. And so that car might be the cause of the end of the Escape itself, but also 2 years ago in 2023, Ford came out and said that they would cut 3 of their gasoline models in return for EVs in the next coming years, meaning 2026. And the Escape was on that list to get cut, but now EV regulations are starting to be rolled back a little bit, and brands like Ford and Chevy are starting to become hesitant on their EV endeavors. So will the Ford Escape stick around for much longer? Will this fantastic little car still be available to you in the coming years? I don't know. But what I can say from the driver's seat of an active one here today is that this is a great car. If you're looking for a first vehicle, if you're looking for something small to get you around town, something easy to park and easy to get into, well, that car that you're thinking about is the Ford Escape, and you might not have to look any further. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Green Family Hyundai here in Moline, Illinois. Like I said, they've been absolutely fantastic to work with. They have great inventory, and I am very, very appreciative of them. They've been wonderful, and please go check them out with the link down in the description below. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.